Forbes India Leadership Awards.
We have with us a prolific batter, a centurion across all formats, the national team vice captain, and the captain of the new IPL franchise Lucknow Super Giants. KL Rahul, welcome to the Forbes India Leadership Awards.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity and thank you for those kind words.
So the IPL begins tomorrow, and with it, your 2 month long stint as the skipper of the Lucknow Super Giants. Is the leader's role something you prepare for, or does it come from within?
Um, I think it's a bit of both. I don't think you can dive into a leadership role without any preparation. It does require a lot of preparation. It does require you to spend a lot of time with your teammates and making sure that they know exactly what is the responsibility or the role that is expected out of them. Um, and you really put in the hours at training and make sure that you're ticking all the boxes and giving yourself the best chance to uh, be best prepared for the game. Yes, the results um, aren't always in our control and won't always go according to our liking. But I think if we work hard enough and if we have the right direction and if our heart and mind is in the right place and we always put the team ahead of ourselves, more often than not, the results will follow. So that's something that, as a leader in the last couple of years, that's something that I've learned and. Yeah, hopefully, I can use the experience that I've had in the last couple of years as a captain and try and do better with my leadership this year.
You've played under multiple national captains. Among them, of course, was the iconic MS Dhoni. Then you had Virat Kohli, one of the most successful skippers. And there's master strategist Rohit Sharma. What leadership lessons have you learned from the captains that you've played under? And how do you bring the learnings together in the way that you lead?
Look, I think yes, obviously it's been a absolute privilege and an honor to have shared the dressing room with these legends, and also having played under them. There's so much that I've learned. There's so much that I've grown so much as a player and as an individual, looking at them and having spoken to them and having spent time with these guys. Yes, each of them have a different quality that has been a standout. But I think if we think of MS Dhoni, you always think of how cool and composed he is, and you think of Virat, you always think about the aggression and the passion that he brings in. You talk about Rohit, he has um, a master in reading the game and tactically is really really good. So yeah, but I think for a good leader, I think you need to have all of these qualities and then try and be true to yourself, and whatever comes naturally to you is something that you should try and do. That's something that I've followed as an individual as well, just to be true to who I am and not try and you know copy someone or not try and follow somebody else's methods. Yes, you can learn from it. You can use them when you are put in the same situation. But I, as a leader, I always try and go with my gut and try and give my instincts a chance as well. So having said that, not always um, do I go into a game with 10 or 20 different things that I've noted down and I have to tick all of those boxes. I just try and go into a game and try and read the situation and try and see what best I can do for the team and how I can get the best out of my players. So uh, again, these are things that the leaders that I've played under have done as well, and that's something that I've learned. So it's something that I try to use as well.
So, who are some of the leaders that you look up to outside of cricket? Maybe other sports persons or even entrepreneurs and CEOs, now that you have your own brand, Wonder, in association with Puma?
Uh, yes, I mean, I can't say I follow anybody, but I do try and um, learn a thing or two from successful people. But again, like I just said before, there's always I try and do things my way, and I've always believed that somebody else's way may not be the best way for me. Um, so yeah, I mean, I do follow a lot of people and see what they're doing right in their lives, so um, how good leaders have emerged and what are the right things they've done and how they've done it. So yeah, but there are no names that come to my mind. I just try and do things my way.
A cricket team is often about bringing diverse characters together into a cohesive unit. Even more so for an IPL because that's when the team stays together for only 2 months. So, how do you foster a sense of unity in a team where people are as different as chalk and cheese?
Um, Look, I think we we're in a time where the cricketers are really professional, and we've grown up playing these franchise cricket, and we've grown up playing with playing in a slightly uncomfortable sort of situation where you don't get the team members around you who are always your best friends. In the sense, like when we play for our state and when we're playing junior cricket, we always are playing with guys that we spend 300 days a year with. We live in the same city. We're always hanging out. But at this level, you're always uh, meeting and gelling with players from all around the country and from different backgrounds, and that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it exciting for all of us as professional sportsmen. And yeah, IPL has been played like this for a number of years, so people know what to expect. People come with an open mind. People come here to win. I mean, the players that every team has are champion players in their own right, and they've obviously played for their states. They played junior cricket, and they've always wanted to win, and that's why they've reached this level. So every member of the team has that mindset and is really professional about how to go about things. So when you have that kind of um, attitude and mentality as a leader, it becomes slightly more easier to get people together. And like I said, as a new franchise or as a leader, for me, it's important to bring all of these players together and um, give them a feeling where they feel part of the team. For me, the most important thing is to make sure that every player in the team is important and has a responsibility and a role to play. And I'm a believer that a leader is only as good as its team. So I really try and put in that effort with each individual and try and develop a friendship, develop a bond where um, I know when I go to battle, I have these boys standing with me, and everyone's ready for the battle together, and you always win as a team. That's something that's never going to change. So that's something I strongly believe in, and I try and um, develop the team or try and bring the guys together in that way and try and keep the messaging very clear from day one. And that's what I've been trying to do. And yeah, and once that message has gone clearly to the boys, they really uh, they, they give it their all and they prepare in that way. And then becomes, when the when the game starts, then you know that everyone has a clear goal, and everyone's working towards one single thing, which is to win the championship or win the game.
So, leadership comes with an element of risk. You stand responsible for decisions that may or may not work out eventually. So, how does a leader overcome this fear of failure and act decisively?
Um, l- I'll again go back to my previous answer where I said it's important. Like the things that I try to do is make sure each person in the team knows what is expected out of him. I spend that time with everybody, and I make sure that everyone knows exactly what is needed of them. I try and develop that friendship, develop that bond outside of the field, which is really important. Once a leader has the trust and faith of the players, then it just becomes that much more easier. You know that the players are are willing to go into battle and will give it their everything. So I think most important thing is always preparing really well before the tournament starts and making sure that everyone, like I said, comes together and has one common goal. Yeah, once you've achieved that, then in a pressure situation, no matter what, the players you have, your teammates are going to back your decision, and you you win together, you go down together, you learn together. So once you've created that atmosphere, I think that to me is the biggest challenge for a leader. And once you've done that, I think uh, you will see that things become a little bit more easier, and there's no finger pointing or no one saying that the captain made a wrong call or captain made a wrong decision. The team always feels like the team made the mistake or the team did really well to win the game. So you never take the credit for victory. Never does one person take the blame for a loss. So it's always 11 players in this case in a cricket team, 11 plus the coaches plus the guys sitting out. It's all of them, all of us winning together or all of us making mistakes together, and we always try to learn together and get back and bounce back from a loss and try and win the next game.
My final question to you, Rahul, is what defines a leader's legacy? Is it the results during their tenure or the respect they've commanded from the team? So, how would you like your captain's innings to be remembered?
Unfortunately, I think we live in a world where results do matter. The results, the numbers are what uh, the outside world judges a person's leadership skill or leadership quality on. So yes, the results and the numbers are important. But like I said, I think if the process is right, if we've worked really hard as a team, our heart and mind is in the right place. We've always put our team ahead of personal goals and personal interests. If we have done all those things right, then sooner or later the result will follow, and you will uh, and for that you will be respected as well. But I think, again, like I said, for me, I try and spend that time, try and understand my players, understand everybody in the team, where they come from, uh, what they're feeling, or what are their goals, what they want to achieve, and how I can help them achieve it, or small things like that. Once you've tapped into each player's emotion, and once you uh, gain that trust, then obviously they will respect you a lot more, and they will want to play with you. They will want to go to battle with you, and that's something that I've seen. The leaders that I've played under who they've achieved that. That's why they've gotten the results. So that's something I try and do as well. So um, yes, I mean, you'll uh, never fully be a great leader. You will make mistakes as well. I mean, but yeah, you take it in your stride. Once you have um, all the players around you supporting you and trusting that you will make the best decision, then it makes it that much more comfortable for a leader.
And finally, what's the road ahead look like? You're the key member of the Indian cricket team. You have your venture, your brand Wonder in association with Puma. So, what are your plans for the next 5 years?
I'm not somebody who plans or sits and chalks out, you know, short-term goals or long-term goals. I try and live one day at a time and try and do my best on that given day. Yes, Wonder is something that's really, really close to me. I've always had a keen interest and passion, and I'm so happy that Puma has given me this opportunity to collaborate with them and show my uh, little bit of creative side that I have. So yeah, really happy with how it's done in the past year. People have really loved it, and the love that we've gotten uh, for little things that we've done is it really encourages me to do even better and try and keep improving and getting better with that side of my life as well. But again, the same thing applies to cricket. Try and do my best every single day, and right now my focus is on the IPL. Um, it starts soon, so really looking forward, and it's going to be an exciting couple of months for all of us since it's a new franchise and it's a new season. Everyone's really kicked and happy about it. So yeah, fingers crossed we can go out there and give it our best. And like I said, if we follow the process, the results will follow.
So, we'll end the conversation on that note. It was a pleasure chatting with you, Rahul. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your time and all the best for the coming tournaments.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Forbes India Leadership Awards